I'll be damned. Malik Willis and the Green Bay Packers are rolling. Is there a quarterback controversy in Green Bay?
Think so.
Another big-time win, obviously, this week against the Tennessee Titans. Ty, you got to be feeling on top of the world, pal. There's no way this is how you would thought this would go with 5 seconds left in that opening game whenever Jordan Love gets hurt. And it appears as if maybe the season that we had high aspirations for, high dreams of, because how Jordan Love played last year was all going down the drain with 5 seconds left in the opener in another country. Now, feels like you're walking in here cock of the walk, pal. Ty, you got to feel great right now.
Yeah, on top of the world would be an understatement, to be quite honest with you, because like you said, after that first game in Brazil, you see Jordan Love go down. Everyone has talked about Malik Willis a certain way, and I hadn't seen him play yet, for the Packers. And you're immediately thinking, we hear all these stats, hey, you go 0-2, you go 0-3, guess what? You're not making the playoffs, especially when you're in a very tough division like the Packers are. But I would really like to start today by just giving Matt LaFleur his LaFleurs.
All you want to give him is the flowers.
Yeah, I would, because I have said a lot of disparaging things about him in the past, whether it's, hey, this guy's not a head coach. All he knows how to do is call offense. He doesn't have he doesn't understand how to actually run the whole team. He's one of these new school dudes who doesn't care about the other stuff. And
he does care about the crowd.
Yeah, he does.
He does care about the crowd.
Which is, again, something that has driven me nuts in the past. But what is today? September 23rd. I solemnly swear I will never say another negative thing about Matt LaFleur ever.
Wow, that's a big declaration.
Ever.
That's a big declaration.
Big.
Hey, it's earned, though. These LaFleurs that were given to LaFleur have been earned through seemingly massive brain shit over there in Green Bay to navigate a lot of tough stuff. Think about the Aaron stuff, post-Aaron stuff.
Without a doubt.
The PR stuff, everything that's happening around it. And obviously, we're a part of it because obviously Aaron's a part of our program. Can't wait for that conversation tomorrow as scheduled. Can't wait to hear how they feel.
Yeah.
They're going to feel very good about how everything's happening over there. But there's been a lot to deal with. Him and Gutekunst both. And then now LaFleur is put in a position, backup quarterback that you just got, 2 weeks ago before his first start.
Yeah.
And your team has high aspirations. Can't be giving shit away early. And they've seemingly done a master class on winning games. And Malik Willis looks damn good at football.
Yeah, and I think, obviously he had, Malik Willis had skill without a doubt. That's why they were talking about him maybe being a first-round pick at the time. But when you watch, the actual, it's a LaFleur masterclass. It really is. First play of the game here, they're doing the little, fake toss. They pull the center, and then boom, Jaden Reed's wide open. Everyone's obviously thinking, hey, this team ran 53 times last week. But starting the game like that, getting the defense moving one way, Jaden Reed is wide open here. You can see the linebackers all go when the center pulls, and then boom, nice little pitch and catch for the first play of the game, 30 yards. It's like, okay, we're off and running now. It's just little stuff like that. They did so. This is a little bit later in that drive, but running the RPO again, they had constant motion and just kind of eye candy all day, and then boom, Malik Willis. He is a stud with his legs. He really is. I don't know, because we hadn't seen so much of him, you didn't really know. He's fast, he's athletic, he can make guys miss. But same deal. And then they got 85 Tucker Kraft there. He arcs out, and you can't. In the red zone there, it didn't really happen as much. But every single play where they were running that read option, they were basically letting the DN crash down, taking that H-back out right here, and Malik Willis was running with a lead blocker every single time. They don't do this kind of stuff with Jordan Love because typically, we've talked about it in the past, he can run, but they want him in the pocket. They want him making throws downfield. But this type of stuff just
blocks
exactly. And then their receivers blocking downfield, it's just an attitude thing. And then because they're doing so many RPOs, constant motions and stuff like this is later in the game, little fake RPO there or fake read option, and then boom, you got Emmanuel Wilson, just easy pitch and catch again for the touchdown, blocking downfield. They just we talk about, you get these backup quarterbacks in, and a lot of times it's like, well, hey, guess what? We're not going to simplify anything. We're going to run what we always run. We're not going to dumb down the playbook for him. But it's very evident that LaFleur was doing stuff that he knew exactly what he had to do to make sure that Malik Willis would be successful in these two games. A lot of easy throws early on to kind of get him in a rhythm, get him going. The running game, obviously. And then it's just, there's so much movement pre-snap. There's so much eye candy that all day Tennessee was, they're going over to the left side, selling out on a fake, and then the Packers are running the play to the right, and it's wide open. So, really, yesterday was like a true masterclass in offensive football from LaFleur, and Packers fans are very appreciative.
Yeah, Titans are the only 0-3 team.
Yeah, they stink.
Okay,
Part
so
of it,
I just don't want to. Damn. There could be more after tonight. Let's not get crazy. The Jags and the Bengals are obviously playing this evening, so we could have more. But the Titans have not won yet under Callahan, and Will Levis is certainly something which goes to the Packers. Packers seemingly got a good defense as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Very
Jeff
good.
Halfley. I mean, they had 7 picks all last year. Already got 8 picks this year, and then defensive touchdown yesterday. They had 8 sacks yesterday. Like it again. Take it with a grain of salt because the Colts aren't the best team in the NFL.
What?
I mean, they got a big.
We beat a very good Chicago Bears team in the Loud House yesterday.
They got a big win yesterday, and then same thing. The Titans look like they certainly stink, but hey, guess what? You got to beat the teams that stink as well, and you got to do it in dominating fashion, which is what the Packers did yesterday, and it's why I'm very, very excited with Jordan Love coming back.
And you should be pumped about LaFleur, and I would like to give him his LaFleur's for how he's handled everything post-game. Last week, he was talking shit, swore a couple times.
Yeah.
They muted it. I was like, whoa, those eyebrows have the capability of delivering those types of words? Those are naughty words. He did. Saw some spunk. And then yesterday had to handle a little bit of noise here, After beating the Tennessee Titans in Nashville, here's LaFleur while he's addressing the media.
Happy for our guys and proud of their effort. Whatever, keep going, keep firing away. They told me this city was going to burn if we came in here and won the game, so I guess it is.
That's awesome. In the moment, that's a good bar. That's a good bar there. How much do you believe in this Packers team, and how important is it to be able to win with your backup quarterback? These games that you could potentially give away, it could be 1-2.
Yeah.
Malik Willis could crap. He could be absolute crap.
Yeah.
That has happened to backups before. Shout out to Miami. Now, with that being said, Scott, he's going to get better. He's
healthy.
He's not.
Tim Boyle's in now, baby.
Fine. Get better. Everybody's going to get better down here. Obviously, got 4 weeks here to figure out if Tua is going to get better full time. But backup quarterbacks winning you a game, vital, especially with how long these seasons are. The Packers are experiencing it here very early, and they're winning.
Yeah, that's huge. We saw how many backup quarterbacks played last year, play obviously meaningful games. So these games at the end of the season, they're going to come, especially in the NFC North. You expect that to be a close division down the stretch. And for them to only have him for a couple weeks, coming in here, having almost a complete different game plan than you would if you had a Jordan Love in there. So as a defense, it's almost easier to game plan for like a Jordan Love type offense. Okay, we know we're going to get from the LaFleur system. We know the formations. We know the motions. And now when you have a guy who's also an extra back, an extra head you got to account for in the run game, super, super difficult. You mentioned those RPOs and the read options. You got the lead blocker. Like, that's tough for a defense because you got the eye candy, and then you have a guy who can break your back with his legs. And honestly, he's making throws, too. You know, I saw on the graphic, great graphic by the guys, by the way, hadn't thrown for 100 yards in the Titans uniform. So to be able to throw the ball in those receivers, I don't think they still get enough credit in Green Bay. They go up and make big-time catches. Started off with Watson making a big one. So I'm thoroughly impressed with what LaFleur has done on the offensive side of the ball. And then Jeff Halfley. I didn't know much about him as far as I know Richard Sherman and some other guys spoke highly of him once that hire was made. We know how crazy Joe Barry was driving you the last couple years. And they got game records on that side of the ball. They paid Xavier McKinney a ton of money. He's already paying dividends. We know who Alexander is when he's playing his type of ball, taking that pick six back. Because Will Levis was making some throws early on. He was making some plays. But when you have plays like this and scoring on defense, when you have a backup quarterback especially, that's huge for this team.
Yeah, they're coming together all 3 phases, baby. Seemingly dialing it in. Congrats to the Green Bay Packers fans who every year seemingly have something to root for. You know, always have hope.